Yeah, now picture her with a horse cock and balls exploding out of a swimsuit, and that's the gif I have sent him.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
It is perfect. You're gonna have to do so much censoring for this.
Hello there, comrades. It is I, your supreme overlord, Vanny Vanilla. Welcome back to another episode of Weekend at Vanny's, a podcast-style video where I go on Discord and talk one-on-one with a fellow comrade. Want to get in on the fun? Just head over to my Instagram, vanny.vanilla.v3. Click the link in the bio and follow the signs for the NBRSC of Rasberg. Remember, 18 or over please, because as always, I am not responsible for your parents' bad parenting. So, I had a ton of fun doing this episode. Now, I will give you a warning ahead of time. This episode has a ton of profanity, and by the request of my fellow comrade, he has requested a special sound for each curse word of his. Today we have War Thunder player and tank aficionado Stevie. We have a wonderful discussion about tanks, England, and of course, the traditional Pokerap. No, really, you have to stay tuned until the Pokerap. You're gonna love it. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy episode 3 of Weekend at Vanny's.
And now, recorded in Rasberg City, Rasberg, home of the famous Red Light District, it's time for Weekend at Vanny's.
Hello. Is my microphone of a okay quality?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Oh, fantastic. It's been like weeks and months trying to get this together.
It has been. Now, if I remember where I put my document of the things I wanted to talk about, that would be good.
Oh no.
My desktop is a mess, you see.
I think that's for everyone. Mine
Mine's in
is a mess
particular.
too. Like I have
You see, I had.
chopsticks here. I have bottles of water.
Yeah, I cultivate. I cultivate mushrooms in my room by accident every time I eat something and forget about it.
Oh my, fungus. Trust the fungus.
Trust the fungus, bro. Well, can't find it, so I'm gonna go from memory.
Well, go from memory. By the way, welcome to Weekend at Vanny's.
It's nice to be here. Finally,
It,
only person I'm necessarily glad to go from.
finally, right?
Yeah.
And so is it okay to just call you Stevie?
Yeah, just call me Stevie. That works.
All right, there we go.
Doing some interesting research. So it's a bit of a thing of writing a document for a game I play, which I hate, but I play. I'm sure you can relate.
So much.
It's called this a little indie game called War Thunder. Not an indie game. It's a little game, War Thunder. It's a tank simulator thing. I was writing a document on some improvements
Oh, so
that I think they
you're
could.
playing War Thunder?
I was playing it for 7 hours today.
Oh my goodness. I remember that grind, but it was World of Tanks, which I know you hate.
I do not like World of Tanks. I have a lot of very good reasons for it.
Is it because tanks just magically disappear in your sight?
No, that still happens in War Thunder, right? My main issue is the fact that BT7 can kill a mouse. So picture this, right? The BT7, relatively to the mouse, has a pot potato gun.
So how does it kill it?
Well, because they use a health bar system, so
Oh,
even chip damage is chip damage, so you can potentially kill one,
that
which I
can
think
be
is
infuriating.
that is infuriating. Whereas in War Thunder, that's not possible under normal circumstances.
Like, I just remember whenever I used to play World of Tanks, like, I would be like a tier 5 or 6 or something, and then I'm leveled up with like tier 8s and 9s. I'm like, oh, okay, this is fair.
It is really fair. From what I've heard, because I have a teacher in my school who plays World of Tanks, the pay to win in that game is atrocious, which is saying something since I play War Thunder and Gaijin are quite possibly more greedy than EA and Bethesda.
Oh my goodness, that is pretty greedy.
That's pretty greedy. So, like, the last month, they had an event on for fucking Sherman. Just the normal tech tree Sherman, right? And it was for the Germans. It's the only German Sherman, if that's a word, you can get in game. Guess the going price.
How much? 20,
Guess.
20
Higher.
US dollars?
Higher.
Oh my god, 40 US dollars.
Higher.
Oh, 60 US dollars?
You're close, but a bit higher.
Oh, 65?
79.
Oh my
99.
god.
Now that's for a subpar quality vehicle. Keep in mind, it is an M4A3. No, it's an M4A2.
Oh my goodness.
You're not even paying for the 76mm one or anything. It's just a short 75.
And I'm sure you get all like the stock weapons and cannon and upgrades, and you have to pay for more?
Nah, the upgrades come free, thank God for that. But you do have to pay for putting it in your lineup.
It reminds me of
It's just
Warframe. Like
in-game.
Warframe does the same thing with their
Oh,
their Prime ones.
Yeah.
Now, granted, if they were to come out with the Hildren one, I would pay the money. But other than that, no, I'll grind for it.
Yeah, the problem with War Thunder is currently for the vehicle I'm grinding, it's not even like top tier. It's it's a rank 4 vehicle, and I worked out the hours. If I didn't have a premium vehicle and I was using to research, which sometimes I don't bother taking out, it's going to take me at least 4,000 hours.
Oh my gosh, 4,000?
4,000 hours. Because I don't have a premium account, and that's like a monthly thing you got to pay for.
I remember that for World of Tanks.
Oh yeah, they're both as bad as each other. It's just you pick your suffering, cartoon suffering or realistic suffering. I worked out. I'm not very good at math, but I still took the time to work it out and I calculated it. It would take you a month to grind out a top tier vehicle.
And I'm assuming that's like non-stop play.
That's like non-stop playing with victories. So that's peak performance, 5 kills a match.
That is absolute pain.
It is pain. And another fun thing as well, Gaijin will never admit this, right? But I've tested this. I notice whenever you activate a booster, you get put in an up tier. And if you play at the bracket 6-0 and get put in an up tier, you can't do shit because you get to fight leopards. And they have Heat FS, which remove armor from the game.
Oh, that's it. Forget it. Then you're dead.
You may as well not have spawned in. So I have to run the Concept 3, which is like a hyped up shopping cart with a big Dodge Charger drag race engine in to just quickly zip to a firing position, get as many kills as I can, and then start around cast spam.
It's like you just might as well just be a scout, just
Yeah, that's what you do in up tiers.
You just spot and then you just run away.
You spot, you try and take pop shots at people, you get like 3 kills, then you die, throw a stress ball at the wall, and then repeat.
And then repeat, yep.
And repeat, and that's
wonderful grind. It really gives me PTSD about World of Tanks.
Anyway, enough about that. So, the anime this season.
Like what?
Komi-san's on Netflix. That's
that's that one with that one girl, right?
She's
saying, "No, swear we must protect."
Yeah, she's the black hair. No, big hump the hoons. And doesn't talk.
Is that a British term?
No, I took it from an American, so I thought to be a little more relatable. See, here in England, we call them knockers.
Knockers.
Knockers. Call them knockers. I go, hey, my uncle, old chap. You see that bear down on the street here? She got a nice pair of knockers there. For example, and that would translate to, how are you doing, good friend? Do you see that girl down there on the street? Oh, she has a nice big curved tits.
My God, it's so beautiful just listening to it.
British? As I prefer American. Sometimes American's a little easier.
Wait, do you have an American accent?
I do a southern accent, but I don't think it's that good.
That's actually pretty good.
I don't think it's that good.
Like, when I used to watch House, and, like, I didn't even know Hugh Laurie was British until I saw some other movie. I'm like, holy crap.
Really?
No idea. Yeah. I thought he was just an American guy in House.
Yeah, well, some of us can do quite good accents when we want to.
I wonder if Gecko can do the same thing or not.
I know Gecko can do a really good German one, but other than that, I'm not sure. And he did do voice acting, so I would assume.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he had that ASMR thing going, and I consider that voice acting.
Well, yeah, I've been wanting to do those, but I just can't, like, think of, like, a topic or something to do.
ASMR, you're being tortured in Vanny's basement.
Yes, absolutely. I guess for yours, you could be like a soccer hooligan watching the game on the
Football
the
soccer hooligan.
There you
on
go.
The telly.
On the telly.
POV, you live in Liverpool and your husband comes home drunk after his favourite football team has lost the local football match.
That would be perfect. You should totally do it.
Oh, Christ almighty. It's probably already a thing, but I'll probably do it anyway.
Are you big on football?
Me? I mean, I watch the World Cup and I play when, and I don't play. Never mind. And I watch when Liverpool or Everton play occasionally. But other than that, I'm not that big on it.
I
It's
like
I
the
can't
World.
handle like.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
I
the
play.
World
I
Cup stuff too.
watch the World Cup stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Come on, England! Score some fucking goals.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness, is that a real chant?
yeah, it's a real
Oh my
chant.
god, that's awesome.
Yeah, most of the chants that people have in England for the football is, and I do say football. I don't get why. Actually, I'm going to go on a tangent now about American football. Is it should be called handball in America because you don't use your feet.
It should be hand egg. There's already a handball.
Does anyone play handball though?
The Olympics?
Do that really count?
I mean, 4 times or 1 time every 4 years.
One time every 4 years, but yet football is played every month or every week on occasion.
Every day.
Every day in England. There's no kids in my school who say, "Oh, I want to go to the I want to go to the sports college, become a good handball player." Nah, they all want to become footballers.
Yeah, I never
None of them will.
understood
Half of them are.
why American football is called football.
It's because you're just like ripping off things. New
I mean,
York.
yeah, like it mixes like 3 different sports in one, but like it's definitely not football. You only use your foot once.
It's kind of like the Americans. They invent a game, make it so confusing that only they play it, and then they claim to be the best in the world.
Yeah, they call themselves world champions, and it's like there's no
Champions.
other country playing.
They don't even play baseball internationally because they got shafted by Japan. Kind of like back in 1941.
Japan, #1, exactly.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, they had that World Series like for the world, and Japan won the first one.
Yeah, Japan won the first. I think America came like 27th.
Ouch.
Who did they lose to? I remember them losing to like some South American country. Hang on.
I'm gonna
Times
guess Venezuela.
I think it was.
Communism won.
On the right side of history now. Major baseball scandals. Yeah, they stopped playing after 1919 internationally.
Ouch.
And they played again in 2012 apparently and lost. And they came really low and they've never played again.
And what this was for like just international friendlies or?
Yeah, no, it was international competitive. You know, at least England always come like second when we play football internationally.
Wait, how did they do last World Cup?
We came really close to actually. We lost out on penalties. Like the thing is, when you watch England play so many times, you already know you lose the second it goes to penalties. We suck at penalties.
Yeah, the penalties.
It's a shame
are
as well.
definitely- It's hard to watch penalties sometimes.
Yeah, you just got to leave the room. You already know it's lost. And then you go and you bust out the aviator gin from the cabinet and drink your sorrows away. You know, it was kind of funny. I was talking to an American on a server, and I was talking to him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, and you can't drink in the States until you're 21." And I say, "What do you?" And I was telling you this earlier. Was when I was out in the pub, and I messaged you over this, and it's like, "Oh, but in the UK, as long as you've got a guardian with you, you can drink from the age of 12."
That is so crazy.
It's lower in Europe. It's lower in some countries. The more east you go off Berlin, the worse, the lower the legal drinking age with a parent gets.
Wow. So like just
So
like if your dad was there and you're 12, he's like,
Yeah, your dad's there, you go to the pub,
and
he
then
goes,
you just drink a pint.
"What do you want?" He tells you when he goes, "What do you want, son? You're a grown man now." And you go, "Oh, I think I might try, I'll have a Carling." And he goes, "Good choice, son. I won't beat you tonight." And then he gets you a full pint of Carling. Now, keep in mind, a pint is about half a litre relative. Because you got like a milk jug, and that's a lot of beer.
Yeah, that is a lot.
If I remember correctly. How much is a pint? I'll probably only get it in fluid ounces because I live in Europe and we use measuring systems that make sense.
Yeah, we do like the whole gallon thing over here in cups.
Okay, so one imperial... Okay, so a pint glass is about... What the fuck is an imperial unit? I mean, I know we invented it to make fun of the Americans, like a long con, but still.
Oh god,
All right,
my
here.
just messaged me.
Oh no. I've been pinged and my local server's not safe for work. This was not good.
Nope, that's not good at all.
That's not good at all.
Make sure no one's behind you.
Coming soon, attack of the hellish redhead imp bimbos. It's a fucking H-Doom screenshot. Okay, it could be worse.
Oh, no, that's not too
You
bad.
ever played H-Doom?
I have actually like a couple months. My first
What is
time.
it?
It was
What?
actually I've never played a Doom game before until that one.
Really?
Yeah.
You're playing, as I prefer to call it, pre-alpha Helltaker.
It
True.
was pretty
Probably.
fun. I mean,
It's pretty fun.
although I was I was confused because like I'm used to like aiming down the sights or having a crosshair, and I'm
I
like,
don't get any of
how
that
do
back in
I
old Doom.
shoot? Yeah, exactly.
You got to point and click.
Yeah, I was like, I hope I hit this little big-breasted imp girl thing.
And then you got to get close and you got to shaft them. I mean, rail them. I mean, bonk them.
You really do, and then you get like a
Mm.
vibrator chainsaw. It's just a hilarious. It's like one of the best parodies I've ever played.
It is. It's a great mod, to be honest. They should make one for Doom 2016. I'm just saying.
I
I would
agree,
like to see that.
100%. Yes, yeah, updated
Updated
graphics.
models.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
If I had the money to pay for it, I would pay somebody.
First you have to get out of New Detroit or wherever it is that you live in England.
We live in old Detroit. There is no
Old
new Detroit.
Detroit.
I've been to. I can see why you guys made in New York. I've been there. It's sad.
Oh, there it is. So technically we should have New Detroit then.
I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't call Liverpool New Detroit. It's just like the exact area of Liverpool I live in is not the greatest. The rest of the city's fine. If you ever talk to a Scouser, as long as you don't make fun of their favorite football team, which you can never tell, so you just kind of got to ask vague questions about it. They're normally really nice to you. We tend to be nice to Americans. Other English people, not so much. If you come from the next city over, immediate enemy.
I can only imagine like if someone were to wear a who's Liverpool's nemesis?
Everton, Manchester,
So Manchester.
any
Someone
other
comes in with
football.
a Manchester jersey and they just get mauled.
Yeah, basically, if you walk into the pub wearing a Manchester colour, you are not allowed to drink in that pub, and you have about 30 seconds to get out,
Oh my god.
depending on who's playing. If it's like 3 people, if it's like, say, the Wolves from up south and some team from more west that I don't probably care about,
Like
everyone
Wigan?
from the north will probably just sit there and watch and probably won't care. But if it is like versus local, it is immediate anger.
And people say Raiders fans are bad.
People say Raiders fans are bad.
Yeah.
A Raider fan would not last a minute in an English pub.
You know what? Let's make the fight happen. The rawest Raider fan against the 12-year-old Liverpool fan.
Oi, bruv, the f*** are you wearing, This is a Liverpool pub.
And then he's just wearing his Black Raiders jersey.
He's wearing his Black Raiders. He probably would actually just get killed. He would be they would laugh at him for 5 minutes. Oi, bro, we don't play that Yankee football over here. We play proper football. And then he would be stabbed. And that was how that conversation would go.
Hold on 1 second. My SO needs me. Hold on 1 second.
Alright. Well, I thought I was mistaken. I thought I had your words. Tell me how do I feel? Tell me now how do I feel? Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah, always comes unplugged. Hello, I'm back.
Yeah, but
That's alright, you don't have to worry about
my
it.
SO said that they heard something down the hall, and like, ever since my SO's mother died, we've been getting like weird ghost vibes going on here, so it's weird.
He's just trying to look after you, bro. Let it be.
Ghosts are ghosts, and they're still spooky. And it's October, so it's spooky month.
It's spooky month, but it's English spooky month. So you actually get to go outside in the dark here, and I get to hide in my garden and scare little kids, and that is always fun.
Oh, that's gotta be a blast.
It is a
So I'm sure.
blast, especially
I'm sure if you do that here, you get a Karen or whatever yelling at you.
you would, but in England, you're brought up to have thick skin, and so you probably don't care. I had to deal with one of them once on Halloween. That was fun. Kind of sat there going, "Who? Kid?"
There's a British Karen. They exist.
Yeah, they're very rare and far few between. Unfortunately, they're in the room next to me and called my mother.
Oh no.
Nah, I'm just joking. Seriously though, she has sent like one time she went with her friend to eat at a restaurant. Right, my mother's gonna kill me for telling other people this, but I don't care. She won't watch the video,
Never
and so she
know.
wants to try. And yeah, you never know. She might be secretly be a big Vanny nerd.
You never know.
You never know. And so poor waiter brings her a thing of wine. She doesn't like the wine. Can I have another one? I'll have the other one on the menu. Right. So brings that out, doesn't like that, has it sent. This goes on 3 times until she looks over and this poor waitress has all the wine they have in the restaurant on a little platter for her to try. Just oh Jesus Christ!
Oh man.
You should have seen the poor woman just like struggling to keep the whole platter up. Oh, I felt so bad for her.
So she might as
Turns
well.
out
So
my
she
mother,
just brought like the whole bar
the
just
whole
there.
bar straight to my mother's table, and she was getting looked at by everybody because here in England it is not something you do. If you get food given to you, right, and it's made incorrectly, you shut up and you eat it anyway.
Yeah, that's what I've always done.
Yeah. Apparently, it's not a common thing here, like over in the States. I had
Oh
one
no.
time.
Yeah.
I went when I went to the US. I went to Florida. Thank God I went to Florida. Very nice, hot, very sunny. And poor. So we went to Disney World. Poor waitress didn't serve some. You know the Ragnarok from Star Wars.
The
The Rancor, the
Ragnarok.
Rancor, the
The Rancor.
Rancor, the
Yeah.
Rancor. So anyway, so this Rancor comes stomping up to the to the poor server, right? Says, "You did not serve me my Mickey waffles with a smile."
Oh.
And I'm sitting there like, bruh, in England, something's gone wrong if someone's smiling at you because we all look drab and depressed.
It is a pretty depressing place.
It is it always rains. I'm pretty sure it's raining now. It's done nothing but rain actually. It's
So
actually a
you went
joke
to.
this side of it.
But you
There
went
you
to
go first.
Florida then. That's where I live.
You live in Florida?
Yeah.
Ah,
Tampa.
is it? Ah, I see.
So I'm about like an hour and a half away, give or take traffic from Disney.
Ah, is that what's that like?
That's not too bad. It's just the traffic sucks especially when you have to drive to Disney. But they
I'd imagine.
refuse to make a high speed rail going from Tampa to Orlando.
Yeah, it's
Um,
strange because they have a monorail connect in one of the hotels, but the fun thing is with monorails is because they use a magnetic electric drive, they're expensive and the parts are really expensive as well. So
yeah, that's
maintenance on
why it's
them's a
always
bitch.
broken. It's always broken.
It's always broken. It's like next city over Manchester, they have all these trams, and they're really height, and they're pretty good trams. But they used to have this old ass fucking monorail from late industrial revolution, so like 1901, if I remember correctly. And that ran. It ran for a while until World War Two, and then they never fixed it, and so they ended up converting the old tracks to the new system. But you can still see the old tracks just kind of around, and that's cool. But the thing
That
is with
is.
them is they're such a fucking pain in the ass to fix,
I
especially
can
when they get
imagine.
older.
Yeah, like,
Although
it's
I will,
very weird. Like you don't get any of those tram systems, or at least you don't see a whole lot of them in the United States.
I hear they've
Like,
got them in Virginia.
yeah, like up north they have some like that connects like the city, but like down here there's nothing. Like we get buses and our buses are terrible. The public transportation in Tampa is so awful.
Do the buses arrive on time?
Never. And they
Ah,
like stop at like the worst time, and that's why I just thank God I have a car.
I don't have a car.
Well, that's
I don't
because
get.
yours gets stolen.
Yeah, bro, I got the wing. I got the wing where it's clipped off. I'm gonna have to put a fucking claymore on the driver's side.
May as well.
Have to improvise the fucking thing as well. Can't buy him here. I'm gonna become the next Ted Kaczynski, if you know him.
No, who's that?
Unabomber.
Oh, that's right. Oh, the
Yeah.
crazy.
Homeless guy. He lived out in the woods. He had smart at the CIA and the FBI
Yeah, he had the
for
hoodie and the
years. The
sunglasses.
hoodie, the sunglasses, the kind of the beard.
Are you saying you have a beard?
I shaved it. I have got a Kaiser Wilhelm mustache, however, which I have
Oh,
been growing.
that is beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's very thin on the edges currently, but it does curl, and it curls naturally, which is great.
So, like, when you're thinking thoughts, do you, like, twist it?
Twirl it? Oh, yeah, you know I twist that.
There you go. Yes!
It's the only reason I grew it out. Just sit there in my classes, just sit there twirling it as I'm thinking like a fucking villain from a cartoon.
You're just thinking about your next devious lick.
I'm thinking about my next devious lick. Okay, someone stole a fucking soap dispenser from the fucking school, and
It's
so
the
the school
dumbest
just
thing.
decided it's the dumbest fucking thing, right? So what does the school do? They remove all the soap dispensers.
No soap for you. We're just gonna
No
spread
soap
the
for
COVID.
you.
All
We're gonna
COVID
spread
for all of you.
COVID for all of you. The plumbing in my school broke yesterday. I don't know how. Well, not yesterday, the day before. So I went to, blow my nose. I've had a cold for months. Got to blow my nose, flush the toilet. Oh, it don't work. I'll just try the. No, taps don't work. Nothing works.
Oh no.
Someone stole the boiler. It was a devious lick.
They stole the boiler?
Nah. Have you not seen the thing of the Joker
No,
from
I've
the end
never
of
seen that one. I would have believed it because, England.
England? Someone stole the boiler. Yeah, England. Someone stole the tea from the harbour.
Yeah, it was the Americans. They dumped it.
They dumped it. I can't believe you dumped. Do you know how much money that tea was worth, bro?
How much was it?
I think it's like, accounting for inflation, it was £1,000,000 worth of tea, which is about $1,100 because the pound is better than the dollar, economic wise.
Man, that is a lot of money just
That's
thrown off a ship.
a lot of tea thrown straight into the harbour.
Now, sometimes I wonder what it would be like if the U.S. just said, like, oh, okay, yeah, just tax us. We'll just be a part of you guys.
Yeah, I don't know, right?
I mean, I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
All England wanted was just, hey, pay.
Yeah, like we spent 10 years protecting you guys for the French. Maybe we wanted a little money back. Maybe a 6-month travel on the Atlantic was a bit silly to get laws that change, and would probably the opinion of the people would change by the time the boat gets there. I had to explain this to Yuki that telegram communication was not invented during the time of the American Independence War.
Wait, he really thought that?
He honestly thought that. He looked it up. He wanted to prove us right. And they're like, "Nah, it was real. I tell you, I look it up." Oh, and then he leaves.
Oh, typical
Me
him.
and Gecko just sitting there. Oh. Cope harder.
See, look, the Brits won one.
We won one. It's our revenge.
It's like, take that. That's for
like we're winning
American
our long
Revolution in
haul
1812.
American Revolution in 1776. 1812 is the American Civil War.
Huh? Wait, what? Was it?
No, it was 18.
No, 1776. Round two.
Oh yeah, with the Canadians. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you just said for the Independence War, and I was like, what? No, that was. How do you not know that? That's 1776.
Yeah, that one. Wait,
that's why you have it like.
What do you guys call it?
We just call it the American Independence War. We don't even care much anymore. We play it up as a joke because Americans still think we do, but other than that, we kind of just do it for a joke between us.
Yeah, because they take it real seriously around here. They do the reenactments and everything.
They do the reenactments. Yeah.
Do they do them there too?
Nah, no one does reenactments in this country. You're not allowed to have fun. It was ordered in 1776 that no fun would be allowed in England or her colonies.
From henceforth, the weather shall always rain.
It shall always rain. Kind of a funny story. I used to go to this thing for autistic people, and I was meant to be there for a social group, but I ended up becoming basically staff there. So one of the adults who was really autistic. Here's I was in high school and I was studying science because I'm pretty good at science. I'm not like good, but I would say I'm better than most. Like if you were to pull someone off the street who wasn't scientific, I would be better than them. But you know, and he pulls me aside to ask me where the sun goes when it's cloudy. Keep in mind, this is a 27-year-old man.
It really asked that? Where does it
Yeah,
go?
where does the sun go when it's cloudy? Oh
I mean,
my
when I was younger, like, little baby Vanny, I used to think it went in the water, so I don't know.
I had an understanding of object permanence by the time I was 3, so I just kind of knew the clouds got in the way.
Yeah, like how it sets in the horizon, and I'm looking at water. I'm like, oh, there it goes. It's going in the water.
Yeah, I kind of asked my father when I was like younger, where does the sun go when it sets? And my dad said, well, we don't. He explained to me the basics of how the Earth works, and like, so it's kind of like picture like a grown ass man, and there's a 3-year-old just sitting there nodding his head as he's explaining. Well, the Earth rotates around the sun, but it looks like the sun rotates around the Earth. So what's actually happening is the sun is we are being moved away from the sun. It's like that.
Oh my goodness! And then you're just nodding your head like, yes, I
Nodding my
understand
head
everything.
I understand that. Yeah. What is Yuki sending me? Oh my god.
He's sending you stuff too?
He's spamming me with some fucking stupid copy pasta.
Is it I Think I Love You More Than the Japanese Love Tentacle Born?
No, it's... No, it's some fucking... I met her at GameStop. Hello Kitty tank top. Bunny ears and a pink hair. Fawning over Zack Fur. Shooting a duck hunt. Can't say that word. She likes to RP, always rolls a 20. She's so kawaii. I tried it hard to make it squeeze. She's so kawaii. I can't... What the fuck is this? Yeah, I should probably have read this before I started reading it.
This
I
is
can't
what
deny
he
she's the
does.
one for me.
He sent me the same thing.
She's so kawaii. I see her eyes in destiny. Why won't she take a notice me? I can't read Japanese. So desu ne.
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 You don't have to pronounce the U.
I don't use it. It's just so desu ne.
So desu ne.
So desu ne. So desu ne.
So desu ne.
So desu ne.
Why are you still doing the U?
I can't hear it if I can because I'm pronouncing it perfectly in my head.
Just ignore the U. So desu ne.
Oh, I thought you meant from the so you part. So desu ne.
No, that part too. Ignore that.
So desu ne.
Yes, so desu ne.
So desu ne.
So desu ne.
So desu ne. That's Japanese.
He sent me the same fucking
thing.
copy pasta. Yeah, the GameStop thing.
GameStop thing.
He wants attention.
He does want attention.
That's all he ever does.
Just send him this gift because I'm going to send it him now.
I'm gonna send him futon if he keeps it up.
I've got a gift for that. I've got a gift for that I haven't sent him. I've got one of. You ever watch?
Real quick.
You ever watch Girls und Panzer?
I've seen clips. I really want to watch it.
It's good. You know the main character, Miho?
Mhm.
Yeah, now picture her with a horse fucking balls exploding out of a swimsuit, and that's the gift I have sent him.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
It is perfect. You're gonna have to do so much censoring for this.
Oh, trust me, I'm used to it by now. Like, I have to literally, like, cut every single time one of us talks. I have to increase my volume because for some reason the volume doesn't always work. And then I have to, of course, censor everything because YouTube is so sensitive.
YouTube's so sensitive. I can't even post anymore. Last week I got my account terminated for being racist.
What was the racist thing you did?
Well, I was being racist, but still.
Oh. So you were being English.
I was being English. It's a thing we do. Anyway, use this to censor every fucking curse word I say in the video. It will just be really fucking funny.
What am I using?
I sent it to you.
Oh my goodness, yes! The Vine Boom!
Boom.
There's gonna be a lot of explosions.
There is going to be a lot of explosions in this. I can assure you.
It's like every time you shoot, you're hitting the ammo rack.
So I just have PTSD. From too much
Oh.
video games. He was forced to. Speaking of video games, have you seen in Streets? I just gonna mute Yuki now. Hang on, mute 1 hour. Okay. Have you seen in China, the glorious CCCP Republic of China, Jinping based, is that they've set a limit for how long you can play video games.
I heard about that. Yes.
It's a real thing. It's
Oh my gosh.
so nice. Finally, I can play on South Asian servers and actually be able to play with the brain dead, like, the people who don't cheat for a competitive advantage for once.
So, like, Singaporeans, you're over here just beating the crap out of them.
I was beating the shit out of Chinese players. On the South Asian servers on War Thunder, every match you always played against China. Oh, it was so fun just cross-mapping their stupid chink tanks. Because their entire tech tree is just copy-paste.
From Soviets, yeah.
Yeah, from the Soviets and the Americans, because they folded it in with the East China.
I do remember in
Taiwan.
World of Tanks, they had because the two lines that I focused on was China and Japan, of course. And I remember seeing like, oh look, there's an American base tank with a Soviet head or a turret on top. And I'm like, oh, they just put it together, and then all of a sudden it turns into, oh, it's just a Soviet tank with a Chinese star on it.
Yeah, that's literally like the entirety of the Chinese tech tree. It is just Soviet Lend-Lease vehicles and American Lend-Lease.
But let me tell you, the struggle I had to go through to get to tier 8, and I think that's when I stopped, on the Japanese medium tank line.
Oh, here we go.
That was a struggle. Because, it's like origami tanks.
When you only have 75mm plate around your whole vehicle. Fighting vehicles.
Exactly. Yeah. But they had good penetration, so,
Yeah, you had that long 90mm, the long 75 vehicles.
And then when they came out with the heavy tanks, I fell in love with them. I was like, oh, that's it. I'm the Overlord tank, like in Command and Conquer.
Yeah. Was that the Oni?
Yeah, the OI, and then the Oni was the tier 7. And I think that's when I stopped on that one, because I got sick of World of Tanks.
You know what tank I love in World of Tanks, and it's like the only reason I play it whenever I go to Tank Fest? The Tog. Just such impeccable tank design.
Which one was that one?
Okay. Take a tank. Put it in MS Paint. Take the turret off. Now stretch it out as far as the canvas will fit. Now put the turret back on frontward and stretch it tall, like a top hat.
Oh my gosh.
Now put a big gun on it. Masterpiece.
I gotta see this. How do you type it, or how do you spell it?
So it's just TOG2. I've seen it in real life. I've got a picture of it, me up real close to it. Somewhere.
Oh, look at that thing. Yeah.
That thing's massive.
It really is lengthed out and then a top hat.
It is, practically. So the idea behind it is the people who developed the first tanks ever, who ended up being called the Old Gang, they thought that World War II, as a lot of people did in like the 20s and the 30s, would be a static war, like World War One, and so Britain, mainly Britain and France, had these vehicles which basically would potentially arrive on the continent, because the Old Gang and the French vehicles like that never went anywhere. And then they would be, used to cross mass trenches like the tanks of old. Obviously, that never went anywhere. The realities of changing warfare mechanics and British change in general armor tactics flew headlong into that, as well as just the actual war itself being one of maneuver, mainly.
This tank is literally a boat tank. Like,
it's funny.
Long.
It is so long. World of Tanks did an event where they, I think my microphone. Have I got this on the right mic? I swear to God.
Well, it just cut out, but you've been sounding fine this whole time.
Ah, okay, because I've got two microphones in currently, and I just unplugged one, and I'm like, oh, I swear to God, if I've been using the shit one by
No,
accident.
it's been coming in very clear. I hope I'm coming in clear.
Ah, you're coming in fine, don't worry.
That's good.
Yeah, so the fun thing is about, actually, if I had a nickel, speaking of War Thunder, and just tank games in general, if I had a nickel, or as I should say, a penny, but I'm going to say nickel so it's more relatable for you, for every time someone leaked classified governmental documents on armor on the War Thunder forums, I would have two nickels. It's weird that it's happened two times.
Oh wow, like real stuff?
Yeah, classified documents. Secret documents, comrade. Here, use improved game. So these are leaked documents? No, look, see here, I wrote officially to the public on document. And then, like,
So,
MI6 and the French, I don't care, whatever the French have, come knocking at their door like, hi, yeah, those are official, give them back.
like tanks that are relevant today, they're leaking that,
Yeah,
right?
last
Oh my
year, the
God.
Challenger 2's shorted that, no, Shobham, which is the best composite armor, I will die on the hill defending it, armor in the world, got leaked to Gaijin by a guy who used the vehicle in real life, so he was a veteran. But obviously not like a veteran, like war thing, he'd finished his thing with the army. So they could get it more accurate, and he leaked classified documents relating to a high degree of vehicle specs, armor specs,
Gosh.
gun specs, ammunition specking, and the such. And then just last week, someone leaks the Leclerc documents on the forums again. You just can't make that up. Honestly, if you paid War Thunder players to do sabotage, they'd do a better job than the fucking Russian secret police and spy network. I'm telling you, bro.
I mean, it's not so bad because now you have an accurate game, right? Like it's
They can't
based on
have it
facts.
spectacularly. That the government's services and the general governments of Britain and France will have a fucking fit with Gaijin for having that correctly. Even if they get it in the ballpark, they're still gonna have a fit with them. So they can't even use the documents properly.
Is that
So
guy
you just
still with the company?
no, because it's coming from users. Users are just leaking documents. It's not like a guy who's
Oh,
going
okay.
out and digging through, national state archives.
But they
It is
haven't
just
like
straight
traced
up
it back to
users.
the people, like
Yeah, they
you
they
or
trace it back to them eventually, and then they get arrested
He's,
for leaking classified
he's like, I
documentation.
just showed it to a friend.
I just showed it to a friend on the War Thunder forums on a public server.
I was like, yo, check this out.
Yo, you've modeled your armor incorrectly. Here, I've got the original documentation for the new modern top of the line MBT. Here's one that might blow your mind. Obviously, as I'm sure you're aware as an American, that the US Navy for 3 years was experimenting with a railgun, and that sadly went nowhere.
I did not know that.
Okay. So basically, the idea was that they would use it as like a dual purpose anti missile, anti ship thing, but they couldn't get it to shoot missiles correctly, and it required too much energy. So sadly, they scrapped the project. Over in
That's
Europe,
sad.
however, we've been doing the Germans with BAE Systems, who also made the railgun as well, have been doing a little something. It's Rheinmetall they unveiled this a few years back. It's referred to as the Hel System, or High Energy Effector Lasers.
Wait, high energy. Oh goodness, they're coming back.
They are. So the
Oh
German
god.
company Rheinmetall have developed a system which effectively allows them to use lasers to shoot down helicopters, planes, incoming projectiles, such as but not included and limiting to missiles, heat missiles, SBAA ground attack missiles, see things like the bullpup, mortar rounds, LSS targets, so things like drones and quadcopters, and people. They tested it against a dummy, and it cut the puff right in half.
Oh my gosh.
But you have to be quite close, though, because range and the heat fall off of it
For
is a bit.
now, for now,
For now,
I'm sure
for
they
now.
can perfect it. But
Also,
wait, so
using
did
lasers
they
against
think
people
about
is a
this though?
violation of the Geneva Convention.
Well, they don't care about that. They're German.
Yeah, it's
But
German.
but don't they realize what HEIL spells?
Oh, they know exactly. That's why they called the thing where they mounted it on a box of the Hell on Wheels
Oh gosh.
in official publication, which I was reading instead of doing work. on the Monday.
Well, get ready because they called Xeon space Nazis, so here comes Germany building mobile suits and Gundams.
So you got Japan working on the Gundams, you got Germany working on the fucking lasers. Jesus Christ.
The Axis powers are coming back.
The boys are back in town.
That's right. I might as well just go hop back on that ship.
Yeah. Earth's going to get real especially with China recently have been flying nuclear-based, nuclear armament-capable bombers over Taiwan, and America is sending troops to Taiwan.
Oh, I didn't know that they were sending troops.
They're sending men over to train the Taiwanese army, but normally they send like military police over to train armies and such. However, I was not aware that the US Army liked sending platoons over. Then again, it might just be because they are selling Taiwan a bunch of fucking Abrams M1A2CS, if I remember correctly, mods for the Taiwanese army, so they can stop rolling around the M48 pans, M60 pans.
Yeah, but like, it's not gonna do them any good if they don't know how to use them.
Yeah, so that's why they're training them, I suppose.
I don't know, that whole situation's.
Yeah, apparently Joe Biden and Xi Jinping have worked out something, according that they're going to stick to the Taiwan agreement, which I looked through American documentation. According to American, I looked through the American National Archives, the branch they have online, and I did not find a single documentation of a Taiwan agreement.
Oh.
For as long as nationalist China has been confined to that agreement island. So I want to know what the Uncle Joe was agreeing with Xi Jinping over.
He may have been sleeping while he was talking. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Ask Yuki. He'll give you his spiel about poor Sleepy
I'm
Joe.
sure he will. I'm sure he will.
Well, not that I could find, at least. After all, only like a little bit of the archives are like free to see online, which I always find is fucking stupid. Like, I wanted to find documentation because I was to say for that paper thing I was writing, I wanted to get the Cromwell in game to have the scouting ability. So I wanted to find documentation, like manuals and such for the Cromwell relating to cavalry unit job roles in the British Expeditionary Force during World War II. And I was looking and it said, oh, these documents can only be found in the National Archives. You have to go to them in London. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, no, the fuck I am not. That is a 6-hour drive.
So why do you have to get up at 5 in the morning at Monday?
On the Monday, I gotta get up for fucking school. I gotta be there early. My dad's in work on that day, so I gotta be out of the house pretty early as well.
Normally
I wake up later. Yeah, it's college, but it's kind of like the one I go to was a high school and a college at the same time.
So what are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in A-level art, and I do science, BTEC, and business applied.
It sounds like when you're done, you'll be making money.
I will be making money.
And then you're out of there. You get to move.
Yeah, although I'm probably going to go to university to study art at a higher degree as well.
Oh, so you've got a long way to go then.
I got a long way to go, but it's going to be enjoyable.
I wish I had that mentality. I hate school.
Depends on you. You got friends in school?
It's all online, because of COVID.
Because of... see, we're back in schools already and we don't even need masks now. Really? They still haven't? Then again, you have got a bigger population.
I mean, it's different. It's up and down in Florida. Like, they're trying to like open everything back up, and technically I can go back to campus, but the campus is like 45 minutes away.
Oh, so I wouldn't even bother.
So it's like I might as well just stick with the online.
The online is
good. And like they're pushing the vaccine and everything else, and it's just like...
when I got my vaccine, they called it a system update.
The system update. That doesn't usually work very well for Windows.
It's very well for Windows. You tell me, bro. This laptop has just done nothing but crash since the update came out. I do not know why. Which is weird that it was updating Windows. I use Linux.
Did it really?
Nah, not really. I couldn't figure out Linux.
I couldn't either. I've only really done Windows. My only experience with Apple was when I went to art school for like a year. And that didn't pan out. Well, I was sold a bed of lies because they're like, oh, can't you picture your characters on this wall? And I'm like, oh my god, yes. And then I get there and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. I can't draw. I can't draw at all. I cannot draw. And I just spent all this money on this thing. I've been schmeckledorfed into it. And it was terrible. Terrible experience.
We went with the 2 years back. We went with the school. We went to go see the Liverpool University of Art, which is the branch off of the main hub of Liverpool University. They live in the whole thing set up in this old Georgian building. They're good, unfortunately. And we were looking at some of the art, and I was looking around, minding my own quiet. We were all fighting very quietly, apart from the gaggle of girls in the back. They eat spicy Dorito and talk on their phone kind. Yeah, they're not talking. They're not paying attention. They're not, watching where they're going. Oh, there's this quiet glasses pimp kid working on his art on a canvas, and they're pushing each other. Oh no! One of them falls right into his canvas, ruining the painting.
Oh.
Poor kid must have. And I can appreciate, because I've tried painting myself. That shit takes hours to get to a good standard.
Oh, I'm
Days
sure.
at times. That poor kid must have been working on that the whole day. Like, we went in the afternoon. He must have got there at 6 and worked non-stop. Then he had his poor art ruined. They didn't even apologize. They just got up and walked off.
Of course not.
What anime have you watched? You've watched Gundam, but I'm going to list you off some of the ones I've watched and see if we can rewatch them. Have you watched Happy Sugar Life?
No.
Okay. Have you watched Mahou Shoujo Mononoke Magia?
It sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it.
It might just be referred to as Madoka Magica on yours. You might not just give it a full name.
Wait, what?
Madoka Magica?
That's the one with that little
Ferret demon.
ferret thing, the demon, the evil thing.
Cubase.
Yes, yeah, I have seen that one.
You have seen that. Okay, good. Have you watched... I'm trying to think of the fucking show. It's the one... It's called... hang on, I'm going to have to look this up. I can't remember names. In the meantime, while I look this up from memory, have you been watching the new Dragon Maid season?
I have not. I want to. It's just with my schedule, it's hard to sit down and watch anime. But yeah, no, I'm definitely interested in it, especially for the big buxom, oh my god, it's a lolly with big boobs.
Oh my god, it's a short stack. We've never seen this before. But
It's
we
the
appreciate
body
all
of a
women-sized bodies.
14-year-old. It's the body of a 14-year-old.
Shut up, it's anime. They don't have to be accurate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's just no fun anymore.
It's bad enough as well. I can't even explain one of the other shows I like, Happy Sugar Life, without like it being really fucking weird.
Do it. Explain it in 5 words. Go.
5 words. Stockholm Syndrome, Yandere. Very fucked up.
Oh, that does sound pretty great. What was that one with the... Is it like that or even worse?
No, because the one with Stockholm Syndrome is like a 5-year-old.
Oh.
And the Yandere girl, she's like 17.
What is this called again?
Happy Sugar Life.
I'll look it up real quick.
You'll very quickly see what I mean. You feel free to put an image up on screen of the manga cover.
It's got a creepy-eyed, pink-haired girl?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, like, main plot of the show is the blue-haired kid isn't hers. She just straight up stole them off the street.
What the hell?
It's got a good plot.
It looks so cute and, like, sweet, but then it's like you're telling me what it is. Like, oh, it's that.
Oh, it's a very good bait and switch.
It looks, wow. I can tell. I mean, based on what if I were to just watch this, I would not guess what it is.
I love shows like that where you just couldn't fucking guess the plot, like with Madoka Magica.
Yeah, that one really did it too.
3
like,
episodes
look at
in,
the cute ferret, and then it's like the ferret's a dick.
Cute ferret. Should have. Oh no, cute baby thing got hair. After episode 12, should have fucking stayed here. Yeah, I love that show. I've got a little poster. I've got 2 of them in my room, which I will not show you because it is a tip. It looks like a bomb site.
Massive explosion of laundry?
Nah, it's a massive explosion of plastic bottles and kegs that I need to clean out, and a cactus. I got most of them on the wind. I said apart from the one that's the biggest, and he gets to stay outside.
Well, let's just hope it's not urine bottles everywhere.
No, I drank all them years ago.
Well, from 7 hours of War Thunder, you have to go to the bathroom.
We're English. We don't drink anything, so we're all very dehydrated anyway. So, no, we don't piss. It's not a thing we do.
I always have to be hydrated. I'm on my 9th water bottle today.
I drank anything all day. I've been drinking Dr. Pepper, but that doesn't really count as fluid.
No, that does not count.
I'll get a glass of water later. Water. That's how you say it. Water. You know, a fun thing is my water. Water bottle. Water bottle. Yeah, you gotta get a water bottle.
Or like a New Yorker, woulda.
Water.
Woulda.
Hey, Tony, can I get a water bottle? I don't know.
Bottle.
Bottle. Bottle. I don't know why. I don't know why they say water bottle. When they're talking Americans, always like water bottle. It's like, that's not even what I'm saying, bro.
Water bottle.
Water bottle. You guys say it like robots. No offense.
Water bottle.
Water bottle.
Well, you just say it so exotic.
It's not exotic. You don't pronounce the T in it. Water bottle.
Water ball. Water ball. Nope, can't do it. Water bottle.
Yeah, water bottle. Walter White. He sounds just like Breaking Bad. It is scary. So what social media do you use? Just a question.
Well, obviously
Instagram.
I mean, I'm always on Instagram.
Oh, always on Instagram.
My Twitter is kind of like just there. Which, because, like, you know, I don't know if you know, but I used to be an ecchi account back in the day.
I do. I have been told.
Were you following?
No, I did take the time to jog myself up on the history a little.
Oh, wow. Well, kudos to you. You did your homework on me.
I did. North, 32, 5, 7, 6, 5. South, 32, 4, 7, 6.
Are you doing an American football play?
No, it was a joke about your coordinates, and I was just making up random numbers.
Nope.
Because you said, you did your homework.
Definitely, you were just missing hut hike, and that's it.
Ah, yeah. So we use a different system here.
But no, my Twitter used to have like a bunch of hentai and yaoi and stuff like that. Yeah. But then I quit the ecchi game, and now it's just there. So and I think I removed everything now that I think about it.
I probably have. I'm probably just Twitter. It's
yeah. And
at the Tumblr.
I have my YouTube. My YouTube's my only other one I have, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. I don't use Facebook. I don't use Snapchat or WhatsApp or anything like that.
You know, I can date to you exactly when, in reference of events, when I think Twitter became a cesspool of degeneracy.
When?
Do you remember when Tumblr banned porn?
Oh, yes. I was a part of the Thanos snap.
Oh, you were. You had a page. I remember now.
Yeah, I did. And then, you know, it just disappeared one day. And I'm like, well, there goes the 4th Tumblr I've had. How
many was it followers on I don't know. I've only ever used like 4chan and Instagram, so you're gonna have to forgive me.
I don't remember how many followers I had on Tumblr. It was quite a bit.
50? I want to say 50,000. No, that's too much.
No, I think it was probably like in the 20,000s, but
20,000,
you know,
22,000. I want to say.
But yeah, like it sucked because like I had a good thing going with the whole ecchi thing, and then all of a sudden I wake up one day and it's like, oh, it's gone. I'm like, what do you mean it's gone?
Oh, we've been sold to Verizon and we're just getting rid of half the user base.
Exactly. And I was like, oh, so I just got Thanos snapped. Story of my life. It happens every single time I go somewhere.
Maybe you should start using 4chan where they physically can't ban you if you have a VPN or a proxy.
Oh, goodness gracious. 4chan.
Danny, try as he might, I will always post Sneed in the pin thread on V.
I can imagine how 4chan would react to an androgynous alien that's named Vanny and has a gender which is also Vanny.
Well, as long as you don't change the name from Anonymous, you'll probably be fine schizo posting, and I can already tell which board you would frequent, and I want to say it'd be S4S or RK9.
I mean,
those would be your people.
I know I went around in... Oh, goodness. I ventured through B a lot.
Oh, I don't get how anyone can spend more than 5 minutes on B.
Because it's so stupid. Like, it's just like
so stupid, but
it's the
you're scrolling.
Random, yeah. Like, it's like,
you're trying to find the funny, but you gotta go through like thousands of lolly, pedo shit, and gore, and big, black, juicy, girthy for hours on end.
Yeah. That's pretty much what happened. And then like, oh, bots are asleep, post. Like, what is going on here?
I only really ever like use S4S myself. I do use the other boards like History and K and V occasionally, but
Oh wait, the
eh.
other one I frequent, D,
D head tie, good choice.
the alternative hentai.
Oh, alternate, yeah, because yeah.
You know, it's all the crazy stuff.
That's where all the wild, wacky shit goes down. You'll find me in the
Yeah.
feet and the smell threads.
Okay, no, no, no. Oh wait, what? Oh no, we have another foot lover.
Yeah, bro. Like it runs in my family. Okay,
It what? Wait, it's hereditary.
it's hereditary, apparently. Okay, so while my mother was seeing my father, there was this guy she knew on Facebook, and she was his dominatrix.
You're
Don't
lying.
question it.
No,
Stop.
you're
Stop
lying. You're
questioning it.
lying.
I'm not fucking lying.
No, this has to be a what?
Anyway, so and this came up in conversation because I was telling her that I was like I didn't say you're fucking lying. This has to be bullshit. I don't swear around my mother, but and she brought up that she oftentimes would have him take pictures of girls' feet because she likes feet, and I'm like, wait, so I inherited it off you? And she's like, why? Do you like feet as well? I'm like, yeah. So it's
Oh my
hereditary in my case.
goodness. Oh my goodness. There's more of you feet people.
Half
I
your
can't
serve
believe
is
it.
probably foot fetishists.
You know what? I mean, I might have to just make a channel for it
I know, it's strange you
because
haven't got one already.
no one has suggested it, and or maybe they have, and I was like, oh, I don't know, it's feet. It would be a good test though to see if Michael would show up there or not,
Michael
because
Wood
he frequents around
frequents
the
the Fuda
Futa
chat.
area. Yeah,
I don't like
so
Fuda. I spend an hour of my day looking at it, but I don't like it.
yeah, he just says, oh, I just look at the zoo animals.
Just looking at this. So he's a fur fag. Sorry, fur fag. I mean a fur.
No, no, you said it right.
I mean a furry. I mean a fur fag.
Oh, no, no. I mean, well, he does like JoJo, so
He is gay, so
it all
half.
works
I'm half.
out. I
All
can't
works
believe
out.
it. It's another foot person. I'm shocked. I'm shocked
No.
right now.
Only problem is I can't even do anything with it. My girlfriend, she gets really weirded out with it. That was like we had like this agreement where like we said, okay, is there anything particularly weird that we should know about each other? And I went, I like feet, and she goes, okay, keep that to yourself because I'm not doing anything related to that.
It
Soul
is
crushing
weird.
moment.
Oh, you poor thing. So it's like, okay, foot jobs are off the menu.
It was like I was dead. I died inside. The life faded from my eyes. I'm just joking. I still love her very much.
Oh, that's so
She
sweet.
got me a monkey card because I always get monkey cards for people. I
A,
keep
mon-
all the cards she gets me,
a little like a monkey birthday card.
like a monkey birthday card. It's a monkey with
That's
sunglasses on.
oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, she is. I only just realised this now. I've got a bunch of stains on my shirt. I have no peripheral vision. You see, I have my eyes have been ruined for because I spent all of last year and most of this year looking at a very small laptop screen.
Oh, so that's it. You really would have no peripherals then.
Yeah, like my eyes will randomly blare up. I don't know why that is. Like
So
I got it
what's
checked
this?
out and everything in the optician. It's free.
Uh, are you worried about what the stains are?
I know what they are, but it's I was eating a cup noodle. All I've eaten today is cup noodles. Hang on, I coughed my lungs out. Ugh. I had a cup noodle for breakfast, and then I had a cup noodle for lunch, and then I had a cup noodle for dinner, and then I had a cup noodle like an hour ago.
Wow, that's a lot of ramen.
That's a lot of ramen. Each one of them with different flavors.
What's your favorite?
It'd probably be chili. I like spicy food,
Oh,
but I do like mixing the chili and the prawn together occasionally.
so
It
you
sounds
guys don't
weird, but it's actually like a nice combo.
call it shrimp?
No?
Oh, we call it shrimp.
Yeah,
Why do you call it prawn? It's shrimp,
because it's pink,
like shrimp.
like prawn.
Yeah, shrimp,
More words in common, you see.
shrimp.
Prawn.
Because
You
prawn
do you
it
would
sounds like porn.
No, it depends on how you say it. If you were to say it, you would say porn. If I were to say it, you prawn. You gotta
Prawn,
pronounce the W.
prawn.
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 It's the typo for porn. Prawn.
Hot prawn. Oh, never
See?
mind. This is still pretty good.
Chili prawn.
Chili prawn. What's it? So I was gonna say. Oftentimes, I like when it comes to it because as I mentioned, I went to the optician and it was completely free. I just booked it, and they went, "Oh yeah, it's just laptop eye damage." I go, "Oh okay, thanks," and then I walked out. I didn't have to pay a dime, a cent, a penny.
That must be nice.
What's it like having to pay for healthcare over there? What's it like having people fall off buildings and then crawl their way out of an ambulance?
Well, I still haven't gotten my bill from COVID, and I don't know what's going on with that. So
I don't think they're going to charge people for COVID because it was a global pandemic and someone would actually go and burn the White House down again.
no, there's no way. No, come on. They're gonna charge me for something. I don't know what they're gonna charge me for, but it's gonna be something.
Doctor's time.
Yeah, right. Doctor saw
And
me.
they're gonna charge interest on that shit like the banks.
Oh, I'm sure. It's like, oh, your lungs are damaged. Okay, bye. Like, oh, thanks. No medicine.
Global pandemic? Don't care. Bust out your wallet.
Pretty much, yeah. And ironically, since you mentioned someone jumping off a building and crawling, there was someone at the local hospital in the parking garage, jumped off it, became a pancake, and they still tried to resuscitate him by taking him to the ER. And of course, he died.
No one is footing that. I mean, probably like I've seen like it's ridiculous how much just an ambulance ride costs.
Oh, it's insane. It really is. I went on an ambulance ride and I saw like I think my insurance covered it, but it was a lot.
Michael said, "Oh, as long as you have insurance, you're fine, but you still gotta pay, man. You don't. You might not have good insurance. You might not have any insurance because you're poor.
Yeah.
Then you're
yeah. There's a lot of companies that have insurance, and you're screwed at that point. A lot of times, people don't even bother paying it because it's like I'm not paying that, you know. And then it goes to collectors, and the most you'll get is annoying phone calls, and then it's weird.
so it's free. Just dodging the bills.
I mean, it's pretty much. But I mean, something's got to fit. I don't know what the solution is, but someone's got to come up with something.
The American population is just that unhealthy. Free healthcare wouldn't work. Barely works here, and we pioneered it.
Yeah. Really
actually, a lot of things barely work here, and we pioneered it here. Like the train system.
Oh, the train system.
They're back in the 80s during Thatcher's government. They put a guy in charge of the rail network who hated trains, so the entirety of the original Victorian industrial era rail system of Britain just got fucking torn the fuck out and replaced with bike paths. Now keep in mind, that used to transport cargo from the docks to the warehouses. So now we've got like 5,000 lorries and all three of the lanes of the highway blocking it, making you go fucking late for anywhere, or you'll get like fucking sits in the fucking outside lane and his fucking lorry barely doing 40 on a 70 mile per hour fucking road, causing traffic jams purposefully.
But why would they put someone who hates trains in charge of the trains?
Because it was Thatcher and she wanted to destroy England and Britain.
Oh, that is insane.
In like the south and in other parts of the country, like so south, like in London, your Tory voters, when Thatcher died, it was a very sad day for them. Down here in the northwest, there were parties on the streets. People were delighted. Hell, people went to party at her funeral, which is fucking great.
Yeah,
the British government.
I've heard mixed things about Thatcher. Like some people loved her and other people hated her. And
it is like the north-south divide is the opinion on Thatcher in this country.
Because like your foot person in crime, Ozawa, he actually created Margaret Thatcher in Soul Calibur, and it's literally a lizard lady. It is the funniest thing. I was like, oh, it's a lizard. Okay.
A lizard. It makes sense because she was a fucking snake. That an insult over there, calling someone a fucking snake?
Not really. They'll just look at you like, I'm not a snake or something.
Is lobotomite still an insult over there?
A what?
A lobotomite.
A lobotomite?
when you it's an old medical thing, is when you cut someone's brain in
Yeah, like
half,
a lobotomy. So like that's
like a
like a person
lobotomy.
that's got a lobotomy.
That's had a lobotomy, and so normally with the way
Uh,
lobotomies work, is the adverse effect is that the person becomes either brain dead or very like practically comatose, but they're
yeah,
still
there's.
alive.
I think if you called an American that, they wouldn't even know what it is.
Yeah, it's like it's an insult that's kind of on the way. It's kind of come back out of retirement.
Oh, that's good. Bring it back. I'm trying to think of American insults, and it's just like the classic you bitch, all those, just the basic stuff. Like, you have
Yeah,
these exotic things, like, no one's ever heard of that. Like,
nonce.
nonce, yeah, that one.
You know what
See
that
what
one
I
means?
mean? I've heard of it. It's an
So
idiot,
you're calling
right?
someone a pedophile.
Oh.
So it's
What?
slang for a kitty fiddler.
So, like, a nonce is like, what's the word that, like, connects that to a pedophile?
I'm sure there was one at a point, and it's just been forgotten in time.
So it just caught on, I guess, and then it's just,
Yeah.
that's what that means.
It's kind of like the translation of Loletta in Japanese, translating to pedophile. That's what that translates to, apparently. I have a friend in school. He's a little sus on the anime likable character spectrum.
Oh.
And so so last week he posted in the channel, because we have a porn dump channel on the thing, which I barely use. He posted a bunch of, Tanya from Tanya the Evil.
Yes.
He must have read the server title because he dumped a bunch. And the
Oh,
problem is,
goodness.
although Tanya the Evil is the mind of a 20, like a Scrooge businessman, it is the body of like a 12-year-old. So the next day in school, like we just kind of went up to him, like sat him down, and we said, "Hey, like, are you a fucking nonce or what? What the fuck is that you were posting?" And he's like,
Oh.
"What?" No, and he's like defending himself.
Is
And
it?
obviously, we didn't like actually kick him out of the friend group because but still, he's on his final warning.
Oh, fine. He's on his final. That's it.
Yeah,
One more write up, and that's it. He's gone. Fired.
that's it. He's gone. It's like our friend. He's a day trader. He makes $50. He makes his all his stuff's in dollars for whatever reason. No idea why. So he makes $50 a day, which he says was enough for cause him to drop out of high school.
Oh.
He's below minimum wage in this country.
$50 a day? That's not gonna get you anywhere.
No, and he posts so much short stack. It's ridiculous. Like, when I dumped short stack a while back, and I only had like 30, maybe 20 images that I was just getting rid of my folder because they built up. So I put them here just for digital storage because it was an artist that I like.
I know the feeling.
But like some of it's really sus. Is like borderline.
Of the short stacks?
The short stacks. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them can definitely make you go, whoa, this.
Ooh, that's like
Yeah, whoa, this might be a little too close. Let's check the age. Oh, 18. Okay, we're good.
oh,
And then that's it.
200-year-old. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, 200's 200, so.
Yeah, 200's 200, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Now, if it's like
Cool.
the 1X or the, anything below that,
Wait,
then you could be like, oh, wait a second.
if they have X first, then you've got a problem.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's
Yeah.
this, I am an X-year-old, like, oh, no, mm-mm.
No, 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 no.
Nonce.
Give me a number first at least.
You bloody nonce.
Nonce.
Nonce. So speaking of English idioms, like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Beer Fest.
I haven't properly, but I am aware of it.
Because I remember that England has like this English drinking team, and they go up against the Americans, and they're face drunk already, and I don't like the guy goes like, "Piss off, you fucking plonker," and I'm like, "What is a plonker?"
So it's slang for shit, so you're calling them a head.
He's like, "We're gonna kick your alley wickers in your knickers," or I don't know. It's just a
We're
crazy.
gonna kick your balls back into your pants.
Like he just goes off on this thing, and then the American guy goes, "Do you have any idea what he's saying?" He's like, "I don't know."
Actually, judging from them insults, they won't be English and they'll be Irish, and that'll be the stereotype.
Oh, that could be it too. Because I remember they were English. They didn't show the Irish much, which is surprising because it's drinking. And
It might be Scottish. I'm not sure. the insults from Scotland and Ireland tend to be a little similar. Normally, you tell off the accent and some regional dialect variants, but that was like a bit too Scots. Like, I sent you a pretty funny video from forget the fucking name. But did you watch that? The English one I sent you?
Was that on Instagram?
No, it was on here. Just scroll up a little.
Oh yeah, from Austin Powers.
Yeah, Austin Powers. Yeah, I could translate that to you, but I'm not gonna because it's funny that way.
That's such a good movie. I love all of them.
Fucking
Like,
love
it's
Austin
cheesy and
Powers.
stupid, but like it's just so funny.
It's like I forget the fucking name of it, but it's the one where Mr. Bean's the spy.
Oh yes, yeah, the
That one.
parkour
Johnny English.
guy who's running around.
Johnny English is great.
Yes, yeah, like he's like running around and he just like uses an elevator.
Yeah,
and
he
the guy
uses the elevator.
like jumps across the building and then he just
and there's a crane
walks.
he walks
Yeah.
across. Then he pays them.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, man.
He's like your like national hero, right? The Mr. Bean dude.
Oh, if you're from Manchester, he is. Obviously here in Liverpool, the one for us would probably be the Beatles because I'm from the city where they're from, which is a little bit of which is a little bit of cunt, which is a little bit of like city pride. You know, actually, Liverpool was voted actually like World Culture Centre once. Don't know why, but we were.
World Culture Center. What was so cultural about it?
We've got a lot of immigrants in this city.
Oh.
A lot of different people here. Actually, there's like a large community of Indians, Muslims, Chinese. It's a horror. It seemed like a horrible combination on paper, but the food's great.
The food is great.
Yeah, you ever had curry and fish?
Oh.
Like nice, long, chippy cod, and then the chippy cup of curry that you pour on top.
So it's like Indian fish and chips.
Yeah, you have the fish off to the side. That's got it. That gets its own separate curry dipping pot.
That does sound pretty good.
Then afterwards, you might have a bit of bread and butter pudding with a bit of condensed milk or custard. Bread and butter raisin. You ever had that? Bread and butter pudding.
Words again.
Bread and butter pudding.
Bread and butter pudding. Well,
So you make it out of like a.
I'm not really big on pudding, but so.
It's not like a pudding. It's referred to as pudding as a dessert here, you see. So it's kind of like a cake, but a little more bready.
Oh, so wait, what? So it's not like pudding.
It's not pudding in a cup, where it's like because it's baked, you see.
So it's. That is weird. Wait, so do you guys not have pudding?
We
call pudding cake?
No, we do have pudding, but we don't call it pudding. We just call it what it is. We call it mousse. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Pudding is
at
pudding.
All. Yeah, but because like pudding is like a word for dessert here, you couldn't say, "Oh, do you want pudding for pudding?" It doesn't make sense. You'd say, "Oh, do you want mousse for pudding?"
So pudding is dessert over there. Like that's what.
That's direct translation. Pudding is dessert.
My gosh! So the Americans just hijacked the word.
You guys just hijacked the word. You guys hijacked city names. You guys hijacked
the whole
words.
Language. The whole English
You guys hijacked the colours on our flag as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Hell, you guys hijacked.
Now that I think about it, that always confused me. Like, Great Britain has the Union Jack, right?
Yeah.
So, but England has that, like, Crusader cross flag.
We have the Red Cross.
Yeah, that.
North Ireland has St. Andrew's Cross, if I remember correctly. No, it's not St. Andrew, it's St.
So, like, which one is your flag? Like, which one is y'all's flag?
So, we've got the Red Cross here in England. Wales has a dragon. Scotland has a blue background, white cross. And there's like an X, really. And over in North Ireland, not Ireland, but North Ireland, they are different countries, you have a white background with a red X.
Wait, don't you guys have a white... Oh, no, you have a cross. So theirs is an X.
We have a... Yeah.
Okay.
But they have different meanings.
But so then all of you combined is the Union Jack.
Apart from Wales, because we couldn't put a dragon on it. Would not make sense. because Wales is a white background with a green bottom and then a red dragon.
But that's so cool. They're the cool ones with the dragon.
Yeah, and they have that backwards speak that they speak.
What's the backwards speak?
You ever heard Welsh?
I've
You ever
I've
seen
heard of the
Welsh
name,
type?
but I've never heard it spoken.
Ooh, yeesh! It is a language and a half. Yeah, I'll
Can you?
type it in. I'll get a translator in.
I was gonna say, can you speak it?
I can't speak Welsh. God damn. That's like it is so far removed from every other from the thing. Like everyone thinks people speak English in England and Greater Britain, but that's not really true. The regional dialects still remain, and the original languages are spoken.
I know there's so many different accents and dialects depending on where you go, but
Yeah, like the next city over sounds completely different to us.
like I can just imagine you just being like, "What are you saying?" and then they're just saying the same thing that you're saying, but you can't understand each other.
Okay, so this is Welsh in English Latinization text.
Hello, my hunyan yim raid? What?
Not far off.
Wait, you try reading it.
Hello, me him.
What the Do another one.
No, that's all the Welsh I know. I just
Oh
typed
no.
in how I knew how to pronounce.
You just typed in gibberish. There's no way that's real.
Translate it. Translate it.
Let me see. Detect. Welsh detected. Hello, this is in English. So I thought it was hello, my name is something, but it's
No,
totally
it
different.
says hello. This is Welsh, but they'll change it to English.
Oh no, I like when I first read it, I was like, maybe it's just hello, my name is something.
No.
But nope, it's hello, this is in English.
Yes, was Welsh, now English.
Yeah.
It was actually funny during the Industrial Revolution and the Victorian times. It was actually barred in Wales, Scotland, and mainland Ireland because they weren't split at this point to speak Irish, Gaelic, and Welsh.
My goodness.
You all spoke English. Gaelic is what the Scots speak.
So I could just imagine like let's say you had Welsh in-laws and they just come over and it's like, oh crap, they're gonna start talking in Welsh.
Everyone
And
speaks English, but it's like they know their own language as well.
so they can talk behind your back and you wouldn't know.
They could.
Hello?
So you live in Florida. What's the wildest fucking thing you've seen?
You know, surprisingly, not much. Like it's I run into bad drivers all the time, but other than that, nothing really crazy goes on in Tampa. It's very disappointing, to be honest, because I see all these headlines of Florida man does this, Florida woman does that, and none of that ever happens here. Like it's just
Kind of left
I've
out.
never even seen. Correction. I've seen one baby alligator, not baby, maybe adolescent alligator in the wild. Other than that, I've never seen one in the wild.
Really?
Just at the zoo. I've never seen
Wow.
like a full grown alligator in the wild. Never. Seen sharks, like little baby sharks, but
Yeah.
and stingrays and horseshoe crabs.
Aren't horseshoe crabs are adorable, aren't they?
They're creepy.
I think they're cute.
What? No, they're just creepy. Like they're just ugh.
Yeah, I don't mind them.
Like they always wash up on the beach. Back when I can't go to the beach now because there's like red tide and it's been going on for like a year. So like it's
That's
pretty
global
bad.
warming.
Okay, all right. I didn't know I was talking to Greta Thunberg. It's actually from the dumping of chemicals from there was like this like sulfur place or something, and he like
Wait, so the tide is just straight up red? Like it's not in the red; it is just it's coloured red.
I mean, no, it's not colored red. Like it's just
Oh,
that's just like what they call.
you mentioned it was like coloured. You mentioned that they were dumping chemicals, and my brain went, "Oh, it's literally gone red." That makes sense.
Yes,
That's
you
why they're not
see,
letting you on the beach.
They just all the menstruation of every woman in Florida gets dumped into
Dumped
the
straight into
water,
the ocean.
and it's just straight menstrual blood. That's what it is
Straight
now.
menstrual blood.
Now it's some company had to like they were having like a issue, and then he had to like dump it somewhere. Like, well, let's dump it in the Gulf, and it's like, what? What are you talking about? So they dumped it, and the red tide got worse. There's dead fish everywhere. There's like this viral video of this huge Goliath grouper that gets scooped out from the beach from the crane, and its eyes are like bulging out, and it's just dead. It's crazy. So yeah, there's really not much beach going around here.
I'd
And plus,
imagine.
like the beaches are terrible in Tampa. Like
Yeah.
there's a beach called Ben T. Davis, and you literally have to pay attention to the bacteria levels because there's a water treatment facility on the other side of the bay, and sometimes
So they just
that
dump
stuff comes
chemicals
down.
straight in.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't get it either, but you know.
America,
the
second
beaches.
only to China in the environmental damage department.
Whoa, what about India?
Now, they've at least tried to stop it. China have just been dumping trash in the ocean for years.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn, China are like the new Turkey when it comes to doing it against international law. Oh, they all caught disease and die. We send soldiers over there to help them, not shoot them all. Oh, you want to go visit the ancient city of Troy? Too bad, it's apartment buildings now. Glory to Turkey, Turkey number one.
Oh, goodness.
A friend in Turkey. He's straight up. He lives like outside of Istanbul, and he's like, "Oh, it's get here, don't come."
That bad, huh?
It is that bad.
Wait, so what time is it over there right now?
It's 6:10.
Oh my gosh. Did you go to sleep at all?
Yeah,
Yeah, that didn't sound very sure.
yeah, I am.
Yeah, I went to sleep.
Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. I lied.
I know you did. I know you're lying. There's no
Mm.
way you went to sleep. It's like, oh, okay, I'm going to stay up and wait for Vanny and doing all this other crazy stuff.
I'm gonna stay awake for Vanny. Trust me, they're gonna get online by 3 a.m. An hour later. Oh no, wait a minute.
I'm telling, I felt like I was telling Michael, like, I feel so bad. Like, we can't line up our times because of this time difference. Like, I don't want to feel, like, I don't want Stevie to feel left out. Like,
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry.
well, it's 1 o'clock over here, so I think we're gonna wrap up a little bit. But we have to do our tradition.
Yeah, the fucking is it the outro or the intro? Because I know the intro, but I don't know the outro.
Well, wait, what?
Yeah, because you sing the Bakugan intro, but not the outro.
No, it's the Pokerap. But if that's the one you want to sing, you can. If you don't know the Pokerap.
Yeah, I can't rap. I'm white. Sorry, that was
Eminem
where I
is
was
white.
born. Yeah, but he was born in the hood. That's different.
You're born in Liverpool.
Born in Liverpool. We can't rap here. That's like a thing. You ever heard Liverpool? If you want to, like, for an example, if you want to listen to English rap, the streets would be it. But it's not rap like American rap. It's quite different, and it's a bit more slow paced, and so it's different from the fast paced American stuff. At times, we can go fast, but not
I
very well.
think I've heard about the streets. I had a friend who's like a music aficionado.
You listen to the streets, original pirate material. Lock down your area. Ring a bell?
That's it. There you go. You just rapped.
Yeah.
So you could totally do it.
Hang on, let me go pull up the lyrics then. I was gonna say, I was talking to Light earlier, I had a friend from Turkey, and I said, I might plug my YouTube channel, but then I remembered I haven't uploaded it in a year, so there'd be no point.
Well, you should totally, if you could take this opportunity right now to plug whatever you want.
Okay, hang on. It's only showing the intro. Okay, here we go. Do I sing the bit in the bracket as well, or do I not bother?
Go for it. Go ahead.
I wanna be the very best there ever was. What the fuck? It's so different. Oh, because I'm thinking it's the intro, but it's not.
Oh,
Right.
Try again. Take 2.
Take 2. Just cut this bit out. We'll get there eventually. I wanna be the best there ever was. To beat the best, yeah, that's my cause. Electro, Diglett, Nidorian, Mankey, Venusaur, Rattata, Fero, Pidgey, Seaking, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwag, Butterfree. Catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon! I'll search across the land, look far and wide, release from my hand, power inside. Venomoth, Poliwag, Nidoray, Golduck, Ivysaur, Grimer, Victreebel, Moltres, Nidoking, Fetched, Abra, Jigglypuff, Kingler, Rhyhorn, Clefable, Wigglypuff. Catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon. Zubat, Primeape, Meowth, Onix, Geodude, Rapidash, Magneton, Snorlax, Gengar, Tangler, Goldeen, Spearow, Weezing. Just Seal, okay. Gyarados, Slowbro. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon, Calbo, Persian, Persia, Horse. Just fucking horse here, Jesus. That's a horrible pun, I hate that. Raticate, Magnemite, Kadabra, Weeping Bell, Ditto, Cloyster, Caterpie, Sandshrew, Bulbasaur, Charmander, Golem, Pikachu. At least 150 more to see. To be a Pokemon Master is my identity. Alakazam, the DL, Venerat, Machoke, Kangaskhan, Hypno, Electabuzz, Flareon, Blastoise, Poliwhirl, Oddish, Drowsy, Raichu, Nidoqueen, Bellsprout, Starmie. How many? Oh my fucking god! I'm not even halfway through it.
No, you're not.
Woo! We're halfway to the point. We're doing great so far. I don't have the video on. I'm just making this up as I go along. How the beat should go.
It's working.
What's all this wee stuff? I'm doing all the hard work. Break time's over. Here we go. Metapod, Marowak, Kakunka, Clefairy, Durio, Seadra, Veloplane, Krabby, Lickitung, Taurus, Weedle, Nidoran, Machamp, Shielder, Porygon, Hitchama. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Articuno, Yinx, Nidoria, Bidrill, Haunter, Squirtle, Chansey, Pokemon, Parasect, Execute, Muck, Doong, Pidgeotto, Lapras, Vaporeon. At least 150 more to see. Pokemon Master is my destiny. Charizard, Pinsir, Coughing, Dugtrio, Golbat, Staryu, Magikarp, Ninetales, Ekans, Omastar, Scyther, Tentacruel, Dragonair, Magmar. Whoa, catch your breath, gotta shake those lips. Downhill from here, 24 to go. Now let's get tricky, this is real good. Sand slash Hypno, Hitmon, Psyduck, Arcane, Eevee, Executor, Cabius, Zapdos, Detrini, Growlithe, Mr. Mime, Cubone, Graveler, Voltorb, Gloom. We're almost home! Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all! Charmeleon, Waterloo, Meowth, Tentacruel, Aerodactyl, Almighty Slowpoke, Pidgeot, Arbok. That's all, folks!
Oh my gosh, that was
Was
so
I offbeat
amazing.
as much as I could be?
I'm speechless right now. I'm just so. That was. I
Cannot
can't stop
wait.
laughing. You butchered so many names.
That's how they're pronounced. That's how we pronounce them here.
You called one Waterloo or something, or Waterlord.
Waterloo. That's what it said.
It's War Turtle.
Water. I was just reading them as I went along like a list. I'm like,
And I
don't know
just
to
love
pronounce
how
that.
you're singing it and then you just do the straight face.
It's actually how I was
reading
doing it
this.
as well. I was
It's so-
moving with my hand for the chorus, but then immediately for the verse, deadpan.
I'm gonna have to find the most straight face British face just for those parts. It's perfect. That was great.
I'm just gonna hang on. I've got a picture of my fucking self. I'm gonna I'll hang on. See if I can find it in my fucking camera roll. I can find one of me that's censored. I can't. I'll have to send you one because it's probably on my phone. I'll make one of myself that's just censored. And then send that over to you whenever I'm doing the fucking
just the most blandest
Just
English
bland
face
English
that you could
face.
just staring, bored,
Hang on, let me just-
reading a list. Oh my goodness, that was great. I think that was the best one yet.
I should hope you were recording.
Yeah, yeah. I hope so. It's the red light, so I'll be
Oh,
very
red light's on.
pissed. I'd be very pissed if it doesn't go through.
I would be as well. Don't think.
Because that's literally an hour and 45 minutes of recording.
this, this.
Yes, yes. That's the
Yes,
one.
that's
That
the
is the
perfect
one.
face.
That is what we're gonna use.
That
Perfect.
is what we're
Yes.
using. Ah, chef's kiss.
Oh, that is perfect.
That
Oh
is
my
beautiful.
goodness, it's gonna be a blast making this video. Of course,
I'm
not gonna
sure
look.
it
I'm
will
not
be.
gonna look forward to the editing, but I appreciate you coming on for this, and I'm sorry for making you stay up so late.
Ah, don't worry, it's fine. I'm gonna go collapse. Nah, I'm
You're gonna
joking.
go
I've got like,
collapse now.
yeah, I drank like 4 iced coffees, so I'm gonna go have a heart attack.
Oh, well, there it is. Well, wait, it was Liverpool to play tomorrow?
I should fucking hope not. I hope they're not playing today.
I hope not either.
Anyway,
You're gonna miss it.
time for the eventual plug. Go see my fucking Instagram. It's Stevie Donny on Instagram. It's called Stevie Donny. If you didn't catch that, it's called Stevie Donny on Instagram. And my YouTube channel is also by the same name. Although I do not post on it anymore, I will make an aim to attempt to do a live stream soon. Expect me getting very angry at War Thunder and playing subpar.
That's perfect.
I know.
Wait, you know what? It's okay. I'll put it in the subtitles so that way they don't have to be like, how do you spell Stevie Donny?
It's a capital S, and there's a space.
We're Americans. We don't know what capital S's are.
Stevie Donny. Stevie Donny. Yeah, I like that. So is that like a... Where did you get the... Obviously, I'd assume you're using a translator to translate Alien to English. So what model is that? I just kind of want to know.
I mean, I just speak English. It's not your English, but I just speak English.
Yeah, because it sounds a little metallic-y coming through, so I was just wondering.
Oh, that's just my accent.
Oh, the accent's metallic. Ah, okay, because I thought it was like, because sometimes they have those universal translators in when you talk to them.
You make it sound like I have like one of those like smoker holes in my throat. Hello, how are you doing?
How are you doing?
No,
Boy, you getting me my smokes.
Oh. Oh. Well, rumor has it that there's this amazing magical program called Voxel, Voxal. I think Gecko uses it.
He probably does. Voxel,
He does that 40. He does that 40K stuff. I think because he's like obsessed with toasters and Mechanicum.
He is obsessed with toasters. He was on video. He was in his server once. I walked in on him, and he had his camera on, and he was sitting there putting his power outlet.
I knew it. I knew it.
What can I say? It's what happens when you become a tech priest. He caused an entire power outage in Sheffield.
Oh, goodness.
Strange, he doesn't even live there.
It was just that powerful of a penis.
It was. He put the fork and the cock in the outlet, and it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head to bed. I appreciate you coming on with me, Stevie.
Oh, it's no problem. I don't mind.
Thank you for sharing your wisdom about England. I've learned so much.
You've learned so much about my part of England, my friend, but you will always have more to learn.
I'm sure. Just Liverpool. Now I have to go see where's Gecko?
He lives somewhere like southwest.
So he's in London?
No, not London. A little more Midlandy. Next time you spin the wheel of fortune, hope it lands on Gecko.
The Wheel of Vanny.
The wheel of Vanny.
Yes. Right,
Could you do one last thing?
Oh yeah, what's up?
For the outro. Could you just pick the most quintessentially British song for the outro, please?
So, like your national anthem?
No, play British Grenadiers Rifle and Drum.
Wait, what is it called?
British Grenadiers Rifle and Drum.
Oh, wait, I know that one. Yeah, okay. I could definitely, well, I hope I don't get copyright struck, but...
The song is literally older than America. I would doubt it.
I can only hope so.
I could only hope.
If you want to put in, your favorite, the Tog 2, I guess, we'll just put that in there.
No, put the Black
as
Prince
the backdrop. Oh, the Black Prince? Okay, I can do that.
I love it.
Then I'll have a black guy writing it on top.
Yeah. I'll send you a screenshot of my one over, but that'll come later because I'm going to go.
Okay. Alrighty,
see ya.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
It's no problem. You too.
Alright, thanks. Bye.
Right, bye.
We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close.